What's up, everybody? Flashcraft. That's right, it's Beau here from Flash TV Talk, and I am underground. I'm actually next to my time machine. So EOTech has been collecting the time fluid from the soil, and we have been piping that right into the time machine. As you can see, the leak, I guess the leak hasn't been stopped, so that's probably not a good sign. But regardless, it's it's flowing into the water system. EOTech is collecting it out there, and we're repiping it back in. So that's not really a solution, is it? I guess I didn't think this through very well. That's on me. That's on me. But regardless, we're getting this thing powered up because I have a feeling we're going to need it in the near future. As you saw with the last update, Brainiac has come to Flashcraft. He has begun a secret invasion, if you will, and it is something that we are going to have to deal with. And you know what? I'm ready. I am ready. Your supreme leader of Earth 2 has been working hard to protect the people and to prepare for whatever challenges this alien threat may have. In fact, I've been doing a little research, and I've kind of found some things that I think are going to help us out in the fight for Earth 2. Hey, whoa, wait, what's this? What? No. Chickens! Why the chickens? Again with the chickens. Okay. Go away. Yep. Boom. Go away. Yep. Look at that. And that laying eggs. I bet eggs have made their way into my system that is supposed to specifically exist for the sole purpose of accessing my vault. And if that has been broken by these chickens, somebody's going to pay for that. Okay, so as I said, I've been doing some research, and I have found that as, Central City has been around, we've got our... what? I'm sorry, what? I just changed that window. Like, I just changed that window. What has happened here? What has happened here? This is damaging public property right here is what it is. Look, they even and it's a sloppy job. They left a glass pane out. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And they didn't even put my my glass in the mail. I'm sorry. What? No. Come on now. What is this? What is this? There. Better. That's what you get, Will. That's what you get. Benson, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so here's the deal. We are going to go up to... What is this? Ridiculous. All right. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Will, I thought I was being very generous, to Will. We'll take it from here, Supreme Leader. You will not... Mayor in quotations. Okay, Supreme Leader, I was duly elected. You stepped down. There are witnesses. Will. Everybody is aware of the fact that you tried to step down from mayor. You only remain mayor in name only because of my good graces. And it is by my good graces that I have not removed you from your mayoralship. So perhaps think about that before you, desecrate my office, my temporary office. And look at this. All right, we're gonna have to. We need to make a bigger statement. It is clear that a larger statement is required here, but there's so much to do. I just can't even right now with this. The goals have changed, as you can see. We've added Defend Earth 2. That is now our primary goal. Now that being said, there has actually been some updates. I did do some work on the historic district and kind of marked it off a little bit. I might show that, but it's not all that interesting, to be honest. The roads have all been updated, so this is actually kind of done. We can kind of take this off and put it over here. Y'all know I can't spell. Okay. All right. Update roads, wall off historic district. That's actually done. So that is actually now completed. Facelift for Iron Heights and Town Hall. Yeah, this unfortunately is going to have to wait. I wasn't planning on doing more with Town Hall, but unfortunately somebody seems absolutely, hell-bent on, just making life life difficult. And if that's the case, then I'm afraid that, yeah, we're going to need to fortify. We're going to need to make larger statements. But I can't do that right now. At the Memorial Park, rather, and probably something else. Anyway, these things are going to have to wait. These are on hold because right now, Defend Earth 2 is absolutely the most important thing that I'm working on. That and adding the back of the Central City sign, which I think looks way better now that we have it on both sides. All right, so our mayor, he has done a lot for Central City before becoming just the mayor in name only. And I've gone through the records of Central City, and I have found that fortunately I'm not completely without resources to do something about the situation that we find ourselves in. In fact, there are a couple of organizations in the bylaws, the early bylaws, the primordial bylaws of Central City that have some organizations that I think are going to help us out. And so I have, as your supreme leader and city manager, instituted a couple of organizations that I feel are going to help us out tremendously. The first, the Alien Containment and Research Observatory. So this, we use this kind of upper level of Cadmus Labs for, the wall of law for a while there, for a time. And then it's just kind of sat here. But now we know exactly what it needs to be. We have instituted or established, or whatever you want to call it, Earth 2's Alien Containment and Research Observatory. And that is exactly what we are going to use Cadmus Labs for as we deal with this Brainiac threat. I have also noticed, by the way, while I have been observing, that there is something afoot at Fox's store. I think that Brainiac actually may have assimilated in some form or fashion the store as a whole. Because I don't remember that being there before. And that seems very Brainiac to me. Oh, look, it's on the top too. Yeah, there's something afoot there. It's not just that Brainiac has set up shop underneath Fox's store. It would appear that he has actually been actively trying to take over Fox's store. So this is something that we need to keep an eye on, and we're going to observe it from the Alien Containment and Research Observatory. Makes sense. But that's not all, because you see, we also have an army. That's right. We've got an army. The never-yielding military. The never-yielding military has come to Earth 2, has been established here at Central City. Now, as you can see, we have set up a base, a perimeter around this crater that we discovered last week. And this is for us to observe, control, and contain whatever this alien threat may be. And we have started to send in the never-yielding military. We've got tanks. We have got a barracks here for kind of some further tank storage. This is only one tank, but you can imagine the hundreds of tanks that must be here and weaponry. Now, this is a little old school given the fact that we're dealing with an alien threat. So with this kind of situation, we may need a more high-tech approach. And that is something we'll have to deal with in the future. But regardless, the never-yielding military is here, but they can't do it alone. And so I thought it was best to not only get things started for us with the Alien Containment Research Division, yada, 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 whatever that thing is called. I can't remember. It's a long name. They can't do it alone, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we have the never-yielding military has established a recruitment station here at Central City where people can come and join. In fact, it looks like we may have somebody who wants to join right now, at least is considering it. As you can see, the never-yielding military needs you. An alien threat has arrived in the sacred city limits of Central City. The AI supervillain known as Brainiac has established an operation concerning unauthorized resources of Earth 2 and must be stopped before he can act his diabolical schemes. Add your name to the chest to acknowledge your commitment to Earth 2, Central City, and the defense of her resources. Join the NYM and set aside petty interterrestrial squabbles and support the security for all. The Supreme Leader will select a Grand General of the NYM from the recruits. So if you think you got what it takes, know that there is glory and advancement in your future, at least for one of you. All right, so there you go. Yeah, there you go. The never-yielding military and the other one, what was the other one called? I can't even remember. This is a problem. This might be a little bit of a problem. And it also might be redundancy. Alien Containment and Research Observatory and the never-yielding military. You know what? I'm just now realizing this might actually be, these two organizations are essentially doing the exact same thing. I know that, an organizational redundancy and such. You know what? As Supreme Leader, maybe I should make a little bit of a change here. Hang on. How about the Agency of Alien Containment and Research Observation. Wait, containment. How about this? Containment, Research, and Observation. Never. Wait. You know what? Hang on. I got it. There. Boom. The Agency of Acronym. Will you be an agent of Acronym? Join us in our quest to fight Brainiac. See, that's convenient that those two organizations that actually make that worked out well. All right. So that aside, as you can see, part of the reason why we wanted to wall that off is because that crater was dangerously close to Star Labs. And we have made some significant progress here with our Star Labs build. Now, one of the things that we got in terms of feedback from Season 1 is that people enjoyed seeing Star Labs being built, but they also kind of wanted to know how to do it themselves. And so I want to work on things a little bit differently here so that you at home can potentially build Star Labs along with us. So up on your screen right now, you will see a picture from the top of the circle that Beall created. And I don't know the math behind this. I am not our circle guy. That is absolutely Beall. In fact, he had to fix some things in order to make it work right because I had even done the cross section incorrectly. And so so you can utilize that to kind of lay down your first ring and to establish where you want your Star Labs to be. Next, for building up the side, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use white concrete, and then we're also going to use black stained glass. And specifically, we're going to do this in this order, okay? Here's what it's going to look like. It's going to be boom, oop. You got your concrete, and then you've got two glass, and then if you want, you can do another thing of concrete. What will end up happening there is we're going to have some quartz stairs, but for now, that is essentially how we are going to start this thing off. White concrete, 2 black stained glass, white concrete, and then just put that all the way around the perimeter. Let's see what it looks like, shall we? Or let's at least see how far we're able to get. The one problem with this is that I know from laying out this white concrete, it is actually going to wash away all of our lighting and create a little bit of a problem. But that's okay. That is absolutely okay. He says because he knows that Kyle is the key to making sure that we don't die. He's been doing a very good job of laying out these torches and making sure that these the mob farm that is the bottom of Star Labs doesn't become too much of an issue. We're not going to have nearly enough glass. I mean, we've got the glass, but at the moment we don't have the ink. And actually, since we also have some ink sacks at the bookshop, we'll just grab those. And you know what? While I'm over here, we should just, for consistency. So not only obviously is this circle here for Star Labs, but I also built up the ground around it. Now, this served as 2 purposes. For one thing, I wanted it to feel like Star Labs is within the city limits. But beyond that, I also wanted to make sure that we had enough room underneath because Will is going to be working on building out the pipeline underneath. We joked about the fact that, there were so many mobs there before Kyle laid down the lighting that we could just lock up a couple of mobs in the pipeline, which I think is actually a really, really fun idea. Could also get some villagers down there. I don't know. It could be a lot of fun. See, they all got on to me when I was like, "Hey, let's turn the prison into a villager trading hall." I mean, it might have more to do with the fact that I was suggesting LexCorp could do it, but regardless, everybody had a problem with that. And then and now they want to lock people up in the pipeline because I guess that's what heroes do. Of course, with heroes like those, who needs villains? I guess what I'll try to do is I'll try to pour the water rather so that it actually faces outwards, because it'll be easier to relight. I would imagine it'd be easier to relight the outside than it would to relight the interior. This does bring me back, though. I remember in season 1 trying to get everything built up. And that was, of course, before we had the one bed sleep add-on that I don't know why on earth I'm not utilizing right now. That would make a lot of sense. Get out of here. But I think I really want to just kind of finish up the concrete. Just let me get the concrete in, and then I'll sleep. Now I'm assuming that our Star Labs build is going to be very similar, if not almost entirely identical to season 1. Main difference that I can think of is we're going to definitely use deep slate this time around. And the circle is a bit different because it has a central point, whereas the last one had kind of a double door situation. And we'll probably double door it in the similar way that we did the Hall of Justice. But regardless, so the size is going to be a little bit different, and some of the blocks are going to be different. So that's a full stack, gets you about a quarter, not quite. This is the easy part. The thing that's going to drive us crazy is getting those curves right again, because those took such a long time. Or like, yeah, they were very difficult. They were very difficult to get right. And I'm going to do my best to showcase whatever it is that we do. Oh, I can't pour the water here because I don't want to pour out this weird magic fire situation that we've got going on. Oof. So the water is going to have to go this way on this side. I need to remember that. I'm also realizing we could just go ahead and floor this thing, right? Like, doesn't that also make sense? And then that way, when we pour it out, we're not knocking over new stuff one way or the other. Okay, I feel like an idiot. That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Well, we haven't started pouring, so I'm not that much of an idiot yet. But I think that's probably what we need to do. And with a bit of a time jump, it's done-ish. This portion anyway is done. Yeah, I realized as we were going along that by pouring out the water, we were going to knock down all of the torches that were down below. And so I covered up. I started covering this up, and then I realized, for one thing, this is a ton of space to have to cover up, and I did not have enough blocks. And then we'd only have to destroy them and then replace them with whatever the real floor is going to be, which is going to be difficult because it's hollow. Anyway, do not do as I have done. Like, I realized as soon as I got halfway through, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. And it was a little tricky because I did want to make sure that we didn't put out the fires over here, but we were successful. The fires at area 52 are still burning, and everything is concreted up. So, combination of the circular image that you saw before, and again, that is one white concrete on the bottom. Then we got 2 dark glass, black glass, and then 1 concrete on the top. And that creates the first layer of the bottom cake that is Star Labs. So that's all we're going to do today. That said, the next bit is going to involve a lot of quartz. And so over here, we have got this thing working. Making us glass. We don't actually need any more glass at the moment. We will need more glass, but what we really need is quartz. We're going to need a lot of smooth quartz. And so we got this cooking right here, which is going to make for us, boom, that smooth quartz that we are going to use to turn into some smooth quartz stairs that we're going to put right here to create the curve that we will then put our next layer on top of. But again, that's not for today. That is definitely for a later time. I think all things considered, we're making some good progress. Yes, are we at war with an alien menace? Of course. But, the Flashcrafters are all in support. The Flashcrafters are all in support. What? Come on, guys. Come on. EOTech is great. What is this? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous is what it is. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, look, what has EOTech done? I'll tell you what EOTech has done. They have helped us. They have helped the city. EOTech has been one of the greatest companies to come to the city, and I might add, has not charged anybody anything. EOTech has taken no money from the people, and yet has done nothing but supply drones to hang up our Central City sign. They've got our supply drones over there. And from what I understand, EOTech is working very hard on some technological advancements that could aid us in our war against this alien threat. Now, obviously since they, EOTech is obviously it is a company. And so, I mean, it's not going to do that for free. It's done a lot for free to help out the people because it's just it wants to be a good citizen. It wants to create the kind of future that we can all be proud of here at Central City. That's what EOTech is all about. And I think this kind of vandalism kind of shows the exact problem that can exist in Central City. And a great company like EOTech, is the exact kind of representation that we need for Central City. So this is just unfortunate. We're gonna pretend like we didn't see this. We're not gonna let negativity just ruin all this good work and positive vibes and good energy. And I think now more than ever we need EOTech. And I think as Supreme Leader and City Manager and one with full authority, regardless of what the mayor in name only says, I think that it is only right to show our support for EOTech, who has done so much for Central City, by seeing if we can't have a little bit of a coming together of the minds. Let's see what EOTech has to offer as we go to war with Brainiac. Because something tells me that when it comes to it, they may be our only hope. But that's a little bit of a conversation for another time. For now, I think that's going to do it for us for this week. Hope you enjoyed the first steps of our Star Labs build. If it is something you want to try to build at home, I will try to take it step by step as much as possible. I'm not going to do a full-on here are the supplies you need or anything like that because I don't actually know the supplies you'll need. I'm sure somebody can calculate the math, but I can't do math. I'm a Supreme Leader. Nobody said there would be math. Anyway, but seriously though, we do want to make sure that we're making things a little bit easier for you to follow along with, so that if you do want to make Star Labs in Minecraft, hopefully by the end of this, you'll be able to. I hope. I really do hope. But that's our goal. We'll see what happens. Until next time, guys. Goodbye.